Inga mana, inga reo, inga karanga maho te motu, tēnā koutou, o tira tēnā tata katoa. A tēnā tātou I raro I tēnei tū āhuatanga o te rā o te pō. Nei rā te mihi kia koutou katoa, nau mai, hara mai, whakatau mai. O te rā, me huri ngā whakaro ki a rātou mā, e hinga mai, e hinga atu, me ki I ngā rā, I ngā wiki, I ngā marama o te rā I ngā tau kua pahure ake nei. Nō reira, koutou mā, e moi, e moi, e moi. Ka huri anō ki a tate te hungora tātou e taunei ki runga I tēnei o tō tātou nei whakapāpāho, nei rā te mihi ki a koutou katoa. Nei rā te mihi mai taku nei ngākau ki a koutou katoa. Nō reira, tēnā koutou, a tēnā tātou katoa. Kia ora everyone, and thank you for joining me for, well, another time where we can just give thanks for the week that has been and for the week that's ahead. And in saying that, a huge mihi must go to Kingi and his whānau who continue to do karakia o te ahiahi pō during this time where we really do need it, but during this time where we just celebrate who we are as a people and celebrate just the fact of being together. This week we have seen quite a few things that have been happening, not only here in Aotearoa, but around the world. And things like these on our platforms just help bring a bit of hope, a bit of peace, but it just brings us together as one. And doesn't matter what differences that we do have or the differences that we do have around certain things that are happening in this world, there's one thing that we can still do, and that's pray for each other and keep each other in mind during these times. Nō reira, before we start our kaupapa korero tonight, let us have a karakia. Me noi tātou. He honore e kororia ki te atua, he maunga rongo ki te whenua, he whakaro pai ki ngā tangata katoa. Nei mātou e tuku whakamoemiti ki a koe I hua, nau nei te ki o te huarahi o te tika me te pono, nau nei koe e whakanui I te manua, e whakanui hoki I a tātou e tau nei. Ho mai tō māramatanga, ho mai tō aroha, kia tau iho nei ki roto I te ngākau hau o tēnā tātou, I roto I tō ingoa tapu. Ake ake. Āmene. Well, whānau, yes, another week has gone, and today, as you can tell, I've just been, just woke up, no. Tonight I wanted to talk to us about a subject that, is really needed, and ka huri ngā whakaro to our whānau tonga at this time, also to our whānau over at Ukraine and Russia, but also our whānau here in Aotearoa. And, the differences that people have, or that we all have, there's one thing that we can still do, and that's still to be kind and still being able to pray and love on each other. And so today's kaupapa korero is entitled aroha. And entitled aroha for a reason. And that reason is basically what it stands for. Aroha in its purity doesn't just mean love. Aroha in its form can be broken down into many different levels. And that's the kaupapa that I want to talk to us about tonight. I remember as a kid and being able to sit around with some of our elders and, talk some of them can talk some smack, but when you really get into the nuts and bolts of it, there's some truth that's in there. And I've been blessed to be brought up around some of our amazing elders and amazing kuia koroa that have instilled some of this knowledge per se. And one of the things that comes to mind is that, you know, there is one gift that I can think of that you can give to anyone. It's a gift that can keep on giving. It's that gift that doesn't cost nothing. It's a gift that has no barriers. It's a gift that's very sincere and it's unforgettable. And then it's a gift that you can give back without any judgment or shame. And that gift, as you know it, is aroha. And so breaking it down today, a gift that you can keep on giving, it doesn't cost anything that you can just give this thing away. Love or aroha or aro and ha, ha is in the breath of life, and the aro is the essence or that sense of, um, that path and that bit in the middle that you go, oh yeah, that's it. That's it in a nutshell. It costs nothing. You can, people think, oh, you're just buying their love. Yeah, no, no, no. That's not aroha. That's giving a gift. But the gift that we're talking about tonight, people, is cost nothing. But it's so kind and thoughtful, and the whole essence of it captures the meaning of aroha to me. A gift that has no barriers. Barriers that we put up against aroha are our own. And we need to realize that, aroha comes in more different ways than us. And those barriers that we put up day in and day out are our own. Are you willing to accept the gift of aroha from someone else? Or are you going to continuously put up a barrier that blocks you from getting that gift or the essence of aroha that you so deserve? And everyone deserves it. You mightn't think you do, but you do. A gift that is so sincere and unforgettable. It's that song, Unforgettable. That song has a sincere um, essence to it and sincere belonging, a taste of belonging to it. And, it doesn't measure up towards anything. You can't put a price tag on it, and you definitely can't put um, any other value to it. And so it's so sincere and unforgettable because why? It's given from the purity of your heart and who you are as a person. So as we go through um, this word aroha, it's a gift that I have had the blessing of having for over 365 days of the year. And this month, as some of you have known, you know, this month I celebrated my birthday for the whole month. My original birthday is on the 2nd of February, but I celebrated for the whole month. That's only because there is so much aroha that people have shown over the many years that I can't do it in just one day. And I can't do it in the fact that, you just want to be around so many awesome people. Over the years, as so, sorry, we'll get back to this next story. Some of you know that I have been on a rongoa journey. Rongoa journey, not as a medication rongoa, but that is part of it as well. But a journey of not only acceptance, but a journey of belonging um, to meaning. And this rongoa journey has been amazing. So, as most of you know, um, the severity of the sickness that I do have. But in saying that, the the fact of the matter is that so many people have shown so much love, compassion, um, not only to myself but to my whole whānau. And it's a journey that I don't take lightly, nor do I take for granted. And saying that this journey has been such a blessing, and the amount of people that have been on this journey with me, has been amazing too. And so I just wanted to say a big thank you to everyone. And I have this saying that I always say to the neurologists. I've got two neurologists now and a hematologist. So one deals with nerve pain and the other one deals with the blood things. Anyway, the things that I say to them is quite simple. It's not the rongoa of medication that is prescribed to me that is the only thing helping with my journey or helping me with what I'm going through. There's two other things that contribute to this rongoa journey that don't need no prescription and it doesn't need um, advice as prescribed by a medical profession. One of those things is whānau. Whānau for me is defined by people that I love, people that love me, and my whānau. It's not those that just are blood related. It's people that I've grown up with, people that continue to be there in my time of need, and they show so much aroha. Um, Even when you think it's the darkest time ever. And so, to me, number one, as part of my ronga journey, is around whānau and the love and support that I get from so many. So thank you everyone for continuously praying for me, for your unconditional love and support. And so you would see that photo that I put up tonight before this one was in regards, there was a photo of Rawiri Bane and I. And so that was taken at a wedding earlier this year. Um, but see, a picture tells so many words, and that encompasses whānau for me. And so the wedding that we went to was another whānau member of ours. And, watching the union of two people come together, and then you're surrounded by so much positivity and aroha. It's no reason why our tupuna or our elders refer to aroha as the best medicine that you can possibly get. And so that's one gift that I share with you tonight. The second thing that I tell them, these specialists, is that, the other thing that keeps me going, that keeps me so positive during this time and that I can share with the whole of Facebook and TikTok and Instagram is the fact that this next thing has kept me going and going and going, and that's my faith. And it doesn't matter what domination you come from or if you believe in God or not. That's totally up to you and your walk in life. I believe in a higher being. I believe in God. I believe also in our relations between ariki and atua. I believe that, in the fact of our carvings that have so much significance in regards to telling our stories and telling our stories right. And that, we can blend both things together. I believe that God was already with our Māori people, that they already knew that there was someone higher than them. Io matua I te kore. Um, you know, those sort of things that we learn in our heritage as Māori, we also learn in another area in our biblical sense as a Christian or as a follower of a higher being. And so, whatever domination you come from, um, you know, there is a sense that you are loved in that essence or in that time. And so, whānau and faith are all part of this rongoa journey that I am going through. And it's also a journey that I share with so many of my life. And to share that with some high professional physicians in their own rights with PhDs and all of these nerve systems and stuff like that. And all you can and they hear this from these words from a Maori boy from Rotorua. It's huge. And for me it's a blessing in disguise. As you can see at the back here, that photo there. So that was another gift that was given to me, and it was a photo of me. I don't know where it was taken, but gosh, look how big my cheeks are in that one. But anyway, it was a gift given to me, with so much love and compassion. And people always say, "Oh my gosh, you are such a hard person to buy for. You've got like everything that you ever need." Blah blah blah. And it's the story of my life. People say it to me all the time. But anyway, I don't have everything that I need, and anything given from the heart, you know, is so precious. And, people don't need to buy things. And that was exactly the thing that had come up today when one of the nieces shared this beautiful um, image. And it was an image of two bread coming together. And it says, "I love you." And so, something so special, so funny, but so special. And if you get, two slices of bread, a loaf, and "I love you" instead of "I loaf you," that was sort of funny to me. And, I said, "Oh, yeah, that's exactly what we're talking about tonight." And so that's where the concept of tonight's korero came up from, was because of that. And so, in saying that, I thought, oh, okay, I want to see what else is online that we can go to, if that pops up when you type in the word aroha. And so this came up, and I was thinking, oh my gosh, that is quite funny in the sense that um, you type in the word aroha and so many positive images pop up. And thought to myself, that is amazing, and that is so cool that you can have something so special like that pop up when you type it into Google. So um, if you're bored and if you want something to do, type in the word aroha, and yeah, that might probably pop up onto your screens, whānau. But yeah, so huge mihi to everyone for joining me tonight. And thank you to Kingi and his whānau again for allowing me to be here on the last couple of nights, actually. It's been quite nice and rewarding and refreshing, not only for the ngākau, but refreshing for the wairua too. So whatever your week is going to be ahead, continue to be a blessing. Share that gift of aroha, and also share um, just that thought for everyone around the world that are going through things at the moment. Continue to pray for Tonga as they get relief funds given to them this week here in Rotorua. A group of the Tongan community are putting together um, kits of things to give to our whānau in Tonga. And so a huge mihi to all our whānau that have continuously given either financially or have done barrels or drums of food or um, medication or supplies. Um, some of our whānau up in Auckland have, from the tile warehouse, have given thousands and thousands of tons of tiles so that they can rebuild their houses in Tonga. And so, that's the aroha that's pouring out of so many of our families. And the next one too is for our whānau and friends in the Ukraine and in Russia. More so in Ukraine. Our Ukraine whānau at this time. Um, I just was looking at Tia's post at the moment, and her friend that she had while she was over in Dubai, and she reached out to her friend from Ukraine and said, "Is there anything that you guys need, or anything that financial aid that you guys need?" And all he wants is that if we can share the love and share the prayers, and to pray for Russia, and Russia how they can support them is by reaching out and showing that, for Russians to show their love for the people of Ukraine during this time. And I thought that was so amazing. And so Tia, when you get time, can you please send our love and our aroha to your friend from Ukraine? but also to all of our whānau and friends that are watching tonight. Continue to be a blessing. Continue to lift up prayers of support and aroha to all of our whānau, wherever they are. Even if we've got disagreements or we don't see eye to eye on things, continue to keep them in your prayers. Continue to love them as we continue to love each other during this time. Nō reira koutou mā, I runga i tēnā. I think that's enough from me tonight. But tonight's message was clearly that. It's about aroha. It's about love. So continue to share that love in everything that we do. So let us close with our karakia. Aioana te rangi, aioana te whenua, aioana te ao katoa, aioana te moi a te whānau, I rote te mai, te matihere, me te mā ori ori e, kia au, kia au, kia au te moi. O tira, ngā mihi mahana ki o koutou katoa, I roto I tēnei o tō tātnei wiki, o tira I tēnei pō. May you continue to be a blessing, be nice, be kind, and continue to share that aroha wherever you go. Ka kite anō whānau, pō mari e.